Project, because of the way we put it together, 10 artists of all different conglomerations of race, ethnicity, professional experience, etc., was more difficult probably than the organizing of the union, and I got a big laugh. Of course, that's a giant exaggeration, but that's really kind of the way we all felt after 2 years of struggling to get this thing done and arguing and sometimes fighting about our different approaches and needs for this series of images to come out the way we thought they should.
Jim Prigoff recalls, "When I heard the Democrats were holding their convention in San Francisco in 1984, it occurred to me that it coincided with the 50th anniversary of the politically important ILWU dock strike, which became a general strike of workers on the West Coast, in behalf of better working conditions and the right to unionize. With so many journalists and photographers coming to cover the convention, perhaps a mural painted near the convention site might get some international coverage. Little did I imagine that from a very modest concept, the project attracted 10 major artists, moved off the wall to become a freestanding sculptured, painted metal artwork installed at the bottom of Mission Street near the marker commemorating the 2 ILWU workers who were shot there by police on Bloody Thursday."
Years after the dedication of the piece, it still feels good to have been one of the 3 members who originated the project. We got together a couple of years before the 50th anniversary of the big strike, and I, for one, remain proud to have worked with the union. They supported us by raising funds, helped us navigate the city bureaucracy. We couldn't have done it without them. I remember waiting endless hours outside the gate to the pier because we all had to go into the site together. But sometimes being there was magical, even in an industrial warehouse. Once during lunch on a day my family was visiting, a whale swam by the pier.
With no previous experience in painting a metal sculpture with highly toxic airplane paint, the group accepted the challenge with considerable confidence. Wearing protective outfits, masks, special boots, the group looked like space explorers landing on the moon.
Danny Beagle, Director of Information for the ILWU, and I visited ILWU labor leader Harry Bridges at his home. He answered the door. Danny said, "Mr. Bridges, this is Horace Washington, one of the artists making the ILWU artwork." And Harry said, "Oh yeah? Well, who the hell is he?" For the next half hour, he told me how over time it was discovered when and who sold out or was bought out. That was Harry Bridges, always a fighter.
The fact that the union was so helpful and so really committed to this project was another really strong and different thing about this project rather than most community murals, which might be done with an organization or a group or a neighborhood. And this was with this major union, a very progressive union, who understood the power of art and wanted to make a truly different type of monument to the two men that got killed, because where the mural is very, very close. It's the site of where these men were killed. So it has that place power, and it has the content and the history, and then the artistry of a very diverse and interesting group of artists. And it was a long haul, and it had a lot of twists and turns, but we kept it together, and I think it's a good thing to remember right about now, and that how to organize the power of the people. And that was a great example of it.
And it made me think about all the years that have passed since we did the mural and how much of time have changed. I mean, little could we have imagined the dismal state of affairs with unions in this country in present day. How new tactics are being used to bust the unions and to deprive workers of their rights. There's almost no consciousness anymore. I feel that in itself is for me a valuable experience of working with the project and having the chance to meet people like Harry Bridges and people at the Union who related their stories from 50 years before. So what a process, what a project.